Some years ago, during my university days, I encountered a situation that would mark my understanding of deliverance for the rest of my life. Not because of how it ended, but because of everything I witnessed before it did. There was a young woman on campus, a student, like the rest of us, ordinary in every visible way, but periodically something would come upon her that defied ordinary explanation. When it did, her body would go almost entirely limp. She would lose the ability to speak, to move, sometimes even to eat. Her friends would have to carry her back to her room because she could not walk unassisted. She would lie there, present but not present, conscious but unable to function until the episode passed. My name is Apostle C.C. Justice. My goal is to assist every believer in Christ to live in total freedom from all oppressions of darkness. Please subscribe to my channel as we embark on this journey. Back to my story. She had been to hospitals more than once. Examinations were conducted, tests were run. Each time the result comes back the same, nothing physically wrong with her. No diagnosis, no explanation, yet the episodes kept returning in the same regularity, the same severity, and the same cruelty. What compounded her suffering was not just the affliction itself, it was what she had endured in the name of receiving help. In her desperation, she had gone from place to place seeking deliverance. At one of these places, what she found was not freedom, it was abuse dressed in spiritual language. She was stripped of her clothes, locked inside a room for 7 days without food, and subjected to rituals that include a so-called medicine administered with bones carved into shapes of spoon. She was humiliated, she was weakened, she was told that this was the process. After all of it, after the suffering, the shame, the waiting, nothing changed. The spirit returned, the problem remained. That is when something became absolutely clear to me. Satan cannot cast out Satan. Darkness has never driven out darkness. It never will. When a pastor friend of mine reached out to me about her situation, I went to her lodge. What happened when we prayed was not dramatic. There was no performance, no ritual, no spectacle. There was no humiliation. We stood on the authority of Jesus Christ and the power of his finished work, and the Lord intervened. She was set free from that moment. The contrast was striking. Years of suffering, repeated attempts, extreme measures, and then freedom through something that looked to the natural eyes almost unremarkable. Just prayer, just authority, and just Christ. That experience marked me deeply, but the lesson I drew from it took years to fully understand. Because here is what I came to see. What happened that day was not merely the removal of a spirit. What happened was a demonstration of the difference between deliverance built on the foundation and deliverance built on nothing. Deliverance without a foundation becomes repetition. The spirit returns because nothing has changed beneath the surface. Deliverance without a foundation becomes fear-driven. Both the minister and the person seeking help are operating out of desperation rather than authority. Deliverance without a foundation becomes abuse. When truth is absent, ritual fills the vacuum, and rituals in the wrong hand become instruments of control and cruelty. The young woman on the campus had experienced all three, not because no one wanted to help her, but because those who attempted to help her were operating without right foundation. Many people pursue deliverance as an event, a single dramatic moment that resolves everything. And while there are moments of genuine immediate breakthrough, even those moments must be built upon something that holds once the moment has passed. Just as no building stands without a foundation, no lasting freedom stands without truth. The foundation of deliverance is not the intensity of the prayer. It is not the volume of the declaration or the reputation of the minister. It is not a method, a formula, or a ritual refined over generations. We shall continue on this topic in the next episode. Please get your own copy of my book titled How to Receive Your Deliverance. It's a biblical step to breaking spiritual bondage and working in freedom. The access link is under this video in the description section. Until then, have a great day and remain blessed.